those situations.
Cliff, do you feel like that's the back shoulder is the one route that's not going to be intercepted?
Yeah, I mean, we feel like it's a safe throw if he knew the route to run, no question. Yeah, they brought zero. It was the right place to go with the ball. Just didn't communicate on some level, and then the guy made a good play.
Did you talk to Rondell Moore at all? I know he had a couple of miscues today. Just wondered if you had anything to say to him. Or
No, I mean, he's hard on himself. Obviously, he's a perfectionist, wants to be great, and still a young player learning, but he made a bunch of plays as well.
Was Kyler okay at the end of the game there?
I haven't talked to him yet, so I'm assuming he is.
What kind of impact did not having Hopkins for those 2 quarters in the middle of the game have on?
He's pretty good, you know. I mean, that's a big part of our offense, having that guy. So I thought Antoine Cox-Wesley stepped up, made a big 4th down catch, and did some good things. And then Ertz obviously came on in the second half, and so guys stepped up. But if you don't have DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, you're not going to be as potent as you could be on offense, obviously.
Defensively, obviously, they were able to move the ball, but you came up with the big stop at the end. I mean, how much were they missing JJ, and how did you feel like that unit did?
Yeah, I mean, a guy like that's irreplaceable, right? I mean, he was having a heck of a season. It's unfortunate it happened, but we got to get some other guys to step up, and got to give Green Bay credit. They had a good plan. They possessed the football. You know, didn't turn it over, and we had 3, and found a way to win.
Did you expect them to run like they did because they were down there 3 receivers?
Yeah, I expected us to get a heavy dose of 33, and then the young back's a good player as well. So they had a good plan. You know, they ran the play clock down, and Aaron protected the ball and got completions, and they were real effective with our offense.
Once Zabin went out without Watt already, what did that do to the run defense?
You know, Tanner Vallejo's the guy who stepped in, has been really steady for us, so I didn't think we fell off much there at the linebacker position.
With JJ, is he definitely out for the season?
I'm not sure on the exact timetable. He'll have surgery, and then we'll kind of take it from there.
When is that surgery, you know?
Next week sometime.
Cliff, what was going on with DeAndre there? Because he didn't have a helmet for a bit, then came back in.
Yeah, he had a hamstring issue, and he's been dealing with it. And I mean, we wanted him to stay off the field, but he just run on, and he wants to play super competitive, and made some plays there. And we just wanted to be smart, but he was definitely hurting.
do you have any updates on Jonathan Ward?
It's a concussion, but he's got all feeling in his limbs, which is obviously we're glad about that.
So Hopkins just ran back on without...
Yeah, I mean, a couple times, which he wants to be out there. He's competitive as anybody I've been around, and he ended up making some plays. But we also have a lot of games left, so we're trying to be smart with him.
Because what about the way your offense was able to, I guess, respond, especially that last drive, just getting down there again?
Yeah, we didn't play very good in the first half. I didn't call a very good game. Couldn't get into rhythm. Took some negative plays. But I thought the second half guys responded, and they've done that all year when we struggled. Been able to come back and answer the bell, and we just weren't able to finish this time.
In replacing JJ, you know, obviously you can't replicate that, but
Right.
how well equipped are you to compensate for it and to move forward, you think?
Yeah, we got to get Rashard and Corey Peters back. Obviously, having those two guys out was not ideal with JJ going out as well. But like I said, you can't replace a presence like that.
Back to the interception, what more, I'm just thinking about it now, what more can you do to maybe over-communicate that situation to your guys?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to the guys, but that's a routine play down there for us, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out this time.
Any chance you guys thought at all, you guys do a great job of staying in the moment week to week, but any chance you thought at all about a special season, undefeated?
No. There's 17 games, and it's the NFL, and that's the Green Bay Packers, who have been kind of the top of the NFC for the last couple of years, so we were focused on this game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
know, probably unlikely you guys are going to go undefeated, but to have the winning streak end like that, emotionally, how do you deal with something like that?
Shit. Just like you deal with any other loss, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We on to the next week. It done happened now, you know what I mean? Ain't no need to soaking in to get better for next week.
What clicked on that final drive that kind of wasn't working earlier in the game?
I couldn't really tell you. I don't know.
Locker room like just right after the game ended?
Like we lost. Yeah.
On that interception, what was the play call there? What were
No
you guys
clue.
trying
I
to
don't know. I don't know at all. You know what I mean? I just blocked it in. I don't really know routes at all, so I don't know what was going on.
Is it harder to lose a game that's real tight like this, or is it harder to lose a game you don't
It's
have
hard
a
to
chance?
lose, period. It's you know what I mean? It's an L. We all competitors. Nobody want to lose. Y'all good? Appreciate y'all.
Dave, you're a pretty emotional guy. How tough is it to lose a game like that?
I can hear you, sir.
Is it to lose a game like that?
Tough. You know, we're competitors, and long drive. Team is resilient. This team is really resilient. We're not going to let one play, define us. Stop what we got going, what we're building. So hurts for sure. Game of football, but back at it next week.
What was working on that last drive that wasn't working earlier in the game for you guys?
I think it's just, it's being in the moment. As football is a game of momentum. And after our defense, has a stop like that, the energy is up on our team. The energy in the building is up. And, we putting drives together and just, guys want it, making big plays.
What were y'all trying to do there on that final play? What was the play call?
It was a couple people, so it was just a whole play call where everybody had different routes, just a little miscommunication. Back to the drawing board. It's really all we can do. Can't do nothing about it now, so just a little miscommunication.
You guys, with everything that's happened for the last couple of weeks with the COVID and the JJ news and dealing with this loss, is it good that maybe you guys have a couple of days to kind of get away and kind of refresh your heads?
I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it's just what it is. This team, we love competing. We love going to work each and every day, and so we'll reset for sure and get right back to it. But just control what we can control.
You were on a team that got off to a hot start last season. How does this loss compare to your first loss last year?
I wasn't playing. I think last year actually, our first loss came when I was on my former team. Yeah, we lost to the Redskins, and that was a game I wasn't playing in that game. I think I had COVID or something like that, so I wasn't playing in that one. So it hit a little different, just being a part. This one hurts a little bit more, and this is, the right now, my present team, and so I would say this one just because I'm in this moment right now.
James,
When you saw them, when obviously Kennard stops Rodgers there, you just stop him on the one. I mean, what was the feeling like for the offense? And you guys had to start from the one, but I mean, was there a feeling like, all right, we gotta let this hold up, we gotta make it happen?
No doubt. A couple minutes left. If we're trying to get to where we want to go, get to our end goal, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be defining moments, defining drives, and so we embraced it. 3-4 minutes left on the clock, and we got the ball on the one and gotta go down and score, and so. If you play this game long enough and you're going to have these type of moments where, they're defining moments for us, we just got to step up.
James, what do you say? What does anyone say in the locker room after that?
We're not going to put this on one guy. We're not going to do that. We just get back to it. There's not much to say. When you lose, you kind of just, you just take it and you bounce back and see what you can do to learn from it. You refocus, but not a lot of room for talking or need for talking. Everybody seeing how the game went, so we just get back to it. Don't blame any of the others.
Was there anybody that, maybe started the talk in the locker room after the game?
Man, it was a team, so it's different between everybody. So.
What did you guys learn about yourselves on that final drive? I mean, you guys went a long way, right? That's not an easy set of circumstances to move the ball under. Did you learn something about yourselves in that situation?
I think you can maybe learn some, but that's our expectation. That's our expectation is, when we need points to go grab points. That's our mindset. That's the type of football we play. And so, just a little miscommunication, but everything to learn. But that's our expectation is to go down and score.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, thank you.
you guys obviously probably would have liked to have some points in the game where you played better, but that last stand, when you absolutely had to have it as a unit, was pretty impressive. Did you feel like, I mean, I saw reports that the announcers on the national broadcast were saying you should just let them score, and so you can get the ball back. So I'm just curious.
It's not what we're about. It's not what we're about. As long as we have, the saying that as long as we have a blade of grass to defend, we're going to do it. And that fourth down stop is what this defense is, right? It's what we've been all year. Obviously we wish we had some plays back, cut down on some of the mistakes, tackled better. But that's a really good offense. No matter who they have a receiver, no matter who they have out there, as long as 12's out there, it's a really, really good offense. We didn't get turnovers, right? Past 7-8 games, whatever, we've gotten turnovers. We didn't do that today. And to me, I feel like that was a big difference, right? We had 3, and we had, on defense we didn't get any. So wish we had it back. But, again, with all of that, we had the ball with a chance to win right at the end. So it's a team that battles. It's a team that doesn't give up. And, that's the makeup of this team.
Do you anticipate them running as much as they did because they were down their top 3 receivers?
I think when they started having success running the ball, it was a go-to for them. And it wasn't anything exotic. We didn't tackle as well as we wanted to. So, obviously if you can have the run game, I say this every week, if you can have the run game as an offense, it opens up everything. And, for a defense, that's got to be the number one goal, is to stop the run. So we didn't do that as well as we wanted to.
There was so much talk during the week about Aaron Jones. Dylan was a guy that was really a handful. Were you guys surprised at all by how hard he ran? And
Not at all. Not at all. No, I mean, you could see it on film, all week. And, they've got a really good 1-2 punch. That's a good dynamic backfield. And, Rodgers was putting them in the right calls versus the right looks, getting the ball out of his hands quick versus our pressure. Ran some screens that were a little bit successful. So, you watch the film, he's out there checking a ton this game. So, in terms of the run game, we got to play better defensively against the run. But surprised, no. Of their talent, we knew that coming in the game. So, no excuse there.
Cliff said JJ's irreplaceable, and yet, you guys obviously have to replace him. How well equipped are you to compensate for that loss?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get Corey Peters back here pretty soon. And it's what the NFL is, man. You got to step up. You've got to step up. There hasn't been one team that I've been on where, there hasn't been an injury, right? Guys, backups, guys that, are role players have to now step up and become the guy. And it's NFL football, man. So.
Where did not having JJ today and then not having Zaven for the second half impact the run defense the most?
Yeah, obviously we wish we had both of them out there. Physicality, leadership, Zaven, the way he plays, fast, downhill. So, we wish we had both of them. But again, that's not an excuse, and we got to play better. The guys that we have out there. No, you're fine.
With everything that you guys have been through the last couple weeks, COVID and the injuries and all this stuff, is it good to have a couple days off here?
I'll enjoy these couple days for sure. Playing 2 games in 5 days isn't easy, right, on anybody's body. So we'll definitely enjoy it. Obviously we wish we had a win going into that, but it's an opportunity for us to get healthy. It's an opportunity for us to settle down and learn from the mistakes that we made this game and really refresh our mind and get back to work.
There were some positives on this, right? The goal line stop, the drop. How long does it take to shift and start thinking about the positives out of this game in the locker room right after the loss?
Yeah, to me, it's more about obviously you want to build on the positive, but to me it's more about correcting the mistakes. And that's, win, lose or draw. It's about approaching the game the same way, being honest with yourself, and correcting the mistakes. So yeah, we had some positives. You're right, but to me it's about going back in the lab and correcting the stuff we made mistakes on, and as simple as that. Go.
How do you guys prevent this loss from snowballing? Kind of what we saw.
It's been the mindset the whole year is taking it one week at a time, and putting in the work each day, each week to best prepare yourself. So it's a reset. We've reset after every win, and we're gonna have to reset after every loss. So it's part of it. Yep. Appreciate you guys.
Tyler, to start with, are you okay? You were down after that last play.
Yeah, I'm good. Got rolled up on me, but other than that, it's unfortunate to lose like that, but hats off to them. Good team, we definitely didn't play up to our capabilities. You get beat when you're playing a good team like that. So
What happened on that last play?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Just a miscommunication. I couldn't tell you, but we just got to be better.
Tyler, were you able to talk to AJ about that afterward? Did you guys talk?
Nah, I mean I know he's hot. Emotions running high. Obviously, after the fact, it's we both know. We weren't on the same page, and it cost us. But we'll be better because of it.
You guys have talked all season about the one game at a time. Jordan was just saying we've reset after every win, so now we need to reset after the loss. Do you feel like it's going to be relatively easy to do it?
Yeah, I think with this group of guys, for sure. Like I said, I mean, it's a very mature group. We got a lot of old veterans, a lot of leaders on this team that I don't think will let that happen. So I'm confident in us bouncing back and forgetting about this one.
What did not having Hopkins out there for those 2 quarters, what kind of impact did that have on the offense?
I mean, obviously, you take the best receiver in the game out. It makes it a little tough, but I got confidence in everybody out there. It wasn't. I don't want to make it about that. It wasn't about that. We just didn't play up to our standards. So.
What was that exchange like with Aaron Rodgers after the game?
It was cool. Getting to meet him and his words. It was good to hear. Obviously, when you lose, it's it's kind of tough, but it was definitely cool for him to take his time out and talk to me.
Did he say, "I'll see you in the playoffs"?
Yeah.
As Darren said, you guys have been staying in the moment, staying in the week. Did anybody peek ahead and think about the potential for an undefeated season? And if so, how do you process that?
I mean, I visualize all of it. As far as the undefeated season. Yeah, I mean, I think it's it's a thing that obviously you think about, but you're gonna face adversity. This is the NFL, so we knew it. We knew it would come. At some point, we fought the whole game. Just didn't. Just came up short. Make a play. You make the last play. We're not talking about this. So yeah, it is what it is.
What more can you do on that last play to maybe over-communicate what you want, what you're looking for there?
We just can't go back. Can't go back in time. We weren't on the same page.
Thanks, Kyler.